Hi, boys and girls. In math today, we're going to be working on pictographs. Pictographs are a way to represent information using pictures. Some of the important things to remember about pictographs are that they have a title that tells you what the graph is about. And they also have this thing down here in the corner called the key. The key is very important in a pictograph because it tells you what each picture represents. For example, in the one that we're going to be doing together, the title is Books Checked Out of the Library, and the key shows us that the picture of a book actually stands for 5 books. So that really makes a difference in solving the problem. So you always check the key first in a pictograph. Now, this one that we're going to be doing together, we're going to be doing some comparison with it. Then, after we're done, you're going to do some practice pages of reading and answering questions about pictographs. So, in this graph, it says that the pictograph shows how many books these 5 students checked out of a library in 1 year. So we know the key is 5 books, and we have our students. We have Najee, Tariq, Celine, Jamarcus, and Brooke. Now, the first thing that I do is I always want to know how much do they each have. So I'm just going to go next to each name and count. So Najee has 5, 10. There's 2 of them, and they're 5 each. So I'm going to write a 10, just so I remember. You can do that too on your paper. Now, Tariq has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books, but we know each one is times 5. So 6 times 5 is 30. Celine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Jamarcus has 3. 3 times 5 is 15. And finally, Brooke has 4. She has 20. Now, that wasn't a question. I didn't have to do that, but it helps me think about the problem later if I know what the amounts are. So the first thing we're going to do for number 1, it says, write a multiplication equation that compares, Write a multiplication equation that compares the number of books Tariq checked out to the number of books Jamarcus checked out. So we need to look here and think, okay, who had more, Tariq or Jamarcus? Well, Tariq had 30, Jamarcus had 15. So I know that Tariq had more. Now the question is, how many times more did he have than Jamarcus? Well, 15 times 2 gets us to 30. So we know that T for Tariq equals J for Jamarcus times 2. Now we're going to write a division equation that compares the number of books Najee checked out to the number of books Celine checked out. So again, I see that Najee has 10 and Celine has 40. Well, I know that if we're writing a division, we need Celine's 40 over here, or C, equals Najee's 10 times what? Times 4. So if we're going to write that as a division sentence, we need to reverse it. So we need to say Celine divided by 4 will equal Najee. I know these are tricky, and that's why we're going over this page together. The other pages that you'll be doing on your own are not these kind of comparison with variables. I just wanted to let you see what these look like, and then we'll move on to ones that you can do more independently. Number 3, it says Celine checked out twice as many books as which student? Well, Celine checked out 40. If she checked out twice as many, we need to think who had half of what Celine had. And if I look through the list here, oh, Brooke, 20 is half of 40. So Brooke would be my answer. Number 4. Which student checked out 1/4 as many as Celine? Well, if Celine had 40, to figure out 1/4 of that, what do we divide by? We divide it by 4. What's 40 divided by 4? Did you get 10? You're right. Who had 10? Najee did. The last question says, the number of books Dawson checked out is not shown. If Jamarcus checked out 3 times as many as Dawson, how many did Dawson check out? Well, Jamarcus has 15. If he had 3 times as many, we would have to divide to figure out Dawson's because Dawson had less. And what is 15 divided by 3? You got it, 5. Now, on the next page, it says fishing trip pictograph. Michael, Emily, Jose, Jennifer, and Kevin went on a fishing trip. The pictograph below shows how many fish each caught. Use the pictograph to answer the questions. So the important thing to think of on this one there's 2 things I want to show you. First of all, there is a key down here that says that each picture of a fish actually stands for 6 fish. And I want to show you something here. What do you notice right there? There's only half of a fish in the picture. That means that it stands for half of 6. What's half of 6? 3. So you'll answer the questions using that. The final page you'll do today is called the pumpkin carving contest. Monica, Wayne, Kirsten, and Derek were in a pumpkin carving contest. There was a prize for the person who carved the most pumpkins. So it shows here how many pumpkins they carved. The key tells you that each picture equals 4. So again, remember, if you see a half of a pumpkin, it's going to stand for half of 4, which is 2. And then after you're done with that page, you will stop for today. Good luck. I think you'll have fun. I'll talk to you soon.